It might sound pretty simple, but it's one of the toughest things to do. Saying thank you to our parents, what exactly we will thank them for? Our entire existence? I mean, where do we even begin? It's truly overwhelming. We all know they do a lot for us, but we tend to overlook and take things for granted without realizing the sacrifices they had to go through bringing us up. We could start thanking them for little things one at a time rather than everything at once. Of course, there's an unfortunate truth that not everyone had or has as parents. But if there was someone in our life who acted as a guide, a safe haven, or simply someone to turn to when in need, then thank that person too. He or she deserves it. There are probably many reasons to thank our loved ones, but there's the list with few we could start with. Letting us be a child. A lot of children in this world never really get to be children. To be free, to imagine, play and have no worries. That's the sad reality. So if our parents did everything they could so that we could be carefree and happy as a child, thank them. Helping us mature. Thank our parents for helping us to make those first steps into adulthood. We must realize by now that growing up is hard. When we're young, we're allowed to make as many mistakes because our parents are there to catch us when we fall. Teenage angst. Just look at teenagers around us today. Keep in mind we're once as pisky and juvenile as them. Imagine what our poor parents had to put up with for years. The rebellious period, the sudden burst of temper, they had to deal with all that. Doing our homework. Think of relearning all the dreadful math formulas, area, volume, and algebraic equation all over again. That's what our parents did when they had to help us with our homework to get through elementary schooling. Attention! Imagine the trivial and repetitive topics we talk about to our parents when we were younger. They had to entertain us, even thought they probably had no interest replying at all. That's love. Getting our modules for blended learning. Without our parents, guardians, we couldn't have made the journey to go on with our online class without the modules on our own. Thank our parents and guardians for spending hours and hours at a time, getting or fetching our modules from school. Making you feel safe. Growing up is frightening and awkward all on its own, and feeling safe and secured in our home. Life is invaluable. That's an environment our parents make for us. Expectations and acceptance. There's an awful fine line between encouraging their kids to strive and improve themselves and accepting their kids as they are. It's really tough balance. Thank them for pushing us to be the best version of yourself. Being a role model. As children, we learn how to make our ways through life from a lot of different sources. But our parents are two of our main examples. They model how to act in the world, how to cope with hardship, how to be compassionate, how to argue, how to give and receive love. Love, the most important thing that our parents give us. Love. To grow up and go through life knowing that there are people in the world who love us unconditionally is an incredibly powerful gift. I hope you felt a little touched after hearing this. Elementary days will swiftly pass and high school days are coming. It's a great time to start thanking them for little things. No love is greater than a mother's love. No care is greater than a father's care. The laughter, the memories, the pain and the happiness. Remember this every day. Again, thank you, dear parents, for sending us in this Adventist Christian school, that we have learned many things about Jesus and his love for us, and the salvation that he is offering to all of us. Let us all accept the salvation so that we will not only be here together here on earth, but most especially in the heavenly home He is preparing for each one. And this is my hope and faith to happen soon, to come because we love you so much, dear mothers and fathers. Again, thank you po. You are the best gift that God gave us. Let us all continue to live with Jesus in our hearts and in our family. God bless and mabuhay po tayong lahat.